The Prayer That Inspire channel presents the transformative power of Psalm 54, a journey of hope in challenging times. Dear friends of Prayer That Inspire, it's a pleasure to have you with us again to explore the depths of spirituality and faith together. Today, we will embark on a special prayer episode where we will be guided by the sacred prayer of Psalm 54. This is more than a simple prayer. It's a source of inspiration, a shining beacon to illuminate moments of darkness and discouragement. Our lives are filled with challenges and moments when hope seems distant. However, in this sacred space, we unite our hearts and souls to discover the strength that resides in the divine. As we delve into the prayer of Psalm 54, we seek not just words but a spiritual refuge that can rejuvenate our spirits. The significance of prayer. The prayer of Psalm 54 is a poetic and sincere expression of a seeker of God facing adversities. It serves as a reminder that, even in the most challenging circumstances, we can find comfort and guidance by lifting our hearts to the divine. This prayer is a journey, an intimate conversation with the sacred, and each word carries the power to transform discouragement into determination. We invite you, dear viewers, not only to listen, but also to actively engage in this experience. Share your reflections in the comments, along with your likes and subscriptions. Let us know how the prayer of Psalm 54 resonates with your hearts and how it can become a guiding light in your own challenging moments. As we delve into the prayer of Psalm 54, let's remember that we are united in the common pursuit of hope, strength, and inspiration. May this spiritual journey connect us in ways that transcend words, guiding us to a place of inner peace and divine empowerment. Now, let's dive into the video. Verse 1. Serve me, O God, by your name, and vindicate me by your might, O God. In this opening verse of Psalm 54, we are immediately immersed in the sincerity of the plea, a visceral expression of trust in the divine. The melodic harmony gently leads us to this sacred moment, where the psalmist implores for salvation and justice, anchoring in the name and power of God. The phrase, "Save me, O God, by your name," transcends a simple request for help. It is an act of acknowledging divinity and invoking the saving presence of God. Here, God's name is not just a word, but a source of transcendental power, capable of bringing liberation and comfort to troubled hearts. By adding, "Vindicate me by your might, O God," the psalmist emphasizes the quest not only for salvation but also for divine judgment. This is a plea for fairness, a trust that God's power not only saves but also establishes justice according to his unwavering character. Verse 2. Hear my prayer, O God, incline your ear to the words of my mouth. Explanation. In this sacred moment, I invite you, dear viewer, to immerse yourself in the intimate dimension of prayer. The passionate plea for God to hear the words of your heart reveals the depth of our spiritual connection. This verse highlights the importance of openly expressing our concerns and longings before the divine. Prayer is more than simply uttering words. It is an authentic dialogue with the Creator. By asking God to incline his ear to the words of your mouth, the psalmist reminds us of the closeness we can have with the divine. It's an invitation for you to reflect on the potency of words spoken in prayer, recognizing that this sincere communication establishes a vital connection between your soul and divinity. As we explore this verse, I hope to inspire you to bring your struggles, joys, and longings to this special moment of dialogue with the divine. Allow yourself in this instant to connect deeply and express your truth before the divine presence. Verses 3 to 4. For strangers have risen against me, and oppressors seek after my life. They have not set God before their eyes. Behold, God is my helper. The Lord is with those who uphold my soul. Dear viewer, here we confront a universal reality, facing opposition in our lives. Much like the psalmist, we can identify with the sensation of strangers rising against us and oppressors seeking our lives. It's a shared narrative where challenges and adversities are present elements. However, in this challenging scenario, the psalmist provides us with an unwavering source of hope. By proclaiming that God is their helper, they not only acknowledge a higher power, but also remind us that the Lord is with those who uphold their soul. This is a powerful message of trust and security amidst tribulations. I want to encourage you, viewer, to internalize this timeless truth. In moments of opposition and pressure, recognize the constant presence of God as your supreme aid. Know that just as the psalmist found strength and protection, you too can rely on divine support to overcome adversities. Allow this message to inspire the steadfastness of your faith, guiding you through challenges with the certainty that the Lord is by your side. Verse 5. He will repay my enemies for their evil, destroy them in your truth. In this verse, we are confronted with the bold assertion of the psalmist regarding divine retribution against enemies. By proclaiming that God will repay evil to those who oppose, the psalmist recognizes divine justice as an irrefutable principle. The expression, "destroy them in your truth," reveals the psalmist's confidence in God's sovereignty and the righteousness of his truth. Here, truth is not merely a concept, but an active force that unravels the schemes of enemies. It's a call to divine action based on God's faithfulness to his promises and his integral nature. This verse challenges us to reflect on the nature of divine justice and trust that, even in the face of adversities, God acts in accordance with his truth. It serves as a reminder that righteousness will prevail over injustice, and divine truth will be a powerful instrument in the defeat of those who stand against us. May these words inspire in you confidence in divine justice, even in the most challenging moments. May you find solace in the certainty that God is faithful to his truth and acts to protect those who trust in him. Verses 6. I will offer sacrifices willingly. I will praise your name, O Lord, for it is good. In this powerful verse, we are led to an act of sincere and voluntary devotion by the psalmist. By declaring, I will offer sacrifices willingly. I will praise your name, O Lord, for it is good. The psalmist expresses a profound commitment to worship and gratitude. The voluntary offering of sacrifices is more than a ritual gesture. It is a demonstration of love and reverence to God. The psalmist recognizes divine generosity, not only in moments of deliverance, but as an intrinsic attribute of God's nature. This is an invitation for viewers to reflect on the willingness to offer to God not only their needs, but also their hearts and gratitude spontaneously. The act of praising the name of the Lord is a response to divine goodness. It is a celebration of God's benevolent nature, which is consistently good and faithful. The word good here describes not just a quality, but reveals the divine essence that is the source of all goodness. May this verse inspire in you a sincere desire to offer God your voluntary sacrifices, not only in times of need, but as a continuous expression of gratitude for the constant goodness of the Lord. May your praise be a profound response to God's unwavering goodness in your life. Verses 7. For he has delivered me from all distress, and my eyes have seen my desire upon my enemies. Dear viewer, in the inspiring verse, for he has delivered me from all distress, and my eyes have seen my desire upon my enemies, we are led to a moment of deep reflection on divine intervention in the psalmist's life. The affirmation that God has delivered the psalmist from all distress is a vivid testimony to divine providence. This verse resonates as a song of liberation, where the psalmist acknowledges that God not only alleviates, but completely liberates from all affliction and suffering. This creates an intimate connection between the viewer and the psalmist's experience, inviting you to consider the moments when God has also freed you from personal distress. The second part of the verse, and my eyes have seen my desire upon my enemies, reveals divine victory over adversities. The psalmist's eyes witnessed not only the defeat of enemies, but also the fulfillment of the deepest desires of the heart. This is an invitation for viewers to reflect on the moments when they experienced the manifestation of their deepest desires, thanks to divine intervention. May this verse inspire in you a deep sense of gratitude and reflection on the moments when God not only alleviated your distress, but also manifested his power in your life, bringing fulfillment and realization to the desires of your heart. May you find comfort in the certainty of divine liberation and victory over any adversities that may arise in your path. Dear friends of Prayer That Inspire, our journey through Psalm 54's prayer reaches its peak. May these words not be mere sounds, but a flame that ignites hope in your hearts. By calling for salvation, trusting in divine justice, and offering voluntary praise, we are reminded of the strength that resides in the divine. This prayer is an echo of unwavering trust, a symphony of gratitude for divine deliverance. May the message of Psalm 54 resonate in your days, bringing comfort in discouragement and inspiring courage in challenges. May the divine light guide your steps, and may each Amen be a strengthened link with the sacred. Until next time, where we will continue to seek inspiration in prayer, may you be with God.